Mm, yeah, it's on. Okay, so I hope you can bear with me on this video because I'm actually going to help you take your loop game to the next level. I'm just going to pick this thing up. Okay, so if you're like me, you've been looping for about 10 years, and I've got to tell you, every time I gig, I get so frustrated with my own sets because it's the same thing every time. If I make a beat, that beat never changes, and that is really, really annoying. I was gonna say something else then, but I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna bring bad language into it. I'm not gonna do it, but I find it really annoying. So I've spent a bit of time over the few days just tinkering around with this loop pedal, and I was gonna go back to the RC300, but then I thought to myself, I'll give it one last shot and see what I can come up with. And I've been playing around with it. I've messed around with some of the volumes, especially on the microphone, and some of the settings and some of the output effects as well. And a few other little different things which I'm going to demonstrate to you. So one thing in particular that really, really bothers me when I loop is the same beat over and over. I want to change it. I want to get something else that drives the song or the composition or the improv, whatever it is. Let's turn the volume up on this. I'm going to set my bass guitar on just for demonstration purposes. So I don't know if you've been on my channel before. If you haven't, please subscribe because there's going to be lots of useful things on there for you, especially if you're a loop pedal performer. So in one of my other videos, I don't know, I look back on some of my videos and notice the sound quality is absolutely poo. And I want to redo a few of them over the coming months, especially some of the songs on there because I can do them a lot better. So I'm going to press start on this. It's Good Times by Chic. I kind of like use that to kind of mash up with other songs, and you'll hear what I'm going to do here. I've set up something a little bit different on the beatbox, so I'm going to play the beatbox now just so you can hear it. So that's that. I don't know if you're getting any bleed through this mic. I've got a little monitor down here, so there might be a bit of bleed coming through, but well, I'm going to work with it because I've got to be able to hear myself and I don't want to put in-ears in. But hopefully it's not bothering you guys watching the video. That's if it's causing any disruption. It might not be, and I'm just waffling on. But yeah, what I'm going to do is play this whole song now, and I'm going to switch it up a little bit, and you're going to hear some differences and some changes. And you're going to think, unless you already know, you're going to think, where the hell does that come from? But I'm going to show you how to do it. I think it's going to be a bit too loud, so I'll turn that down a bit. Okay, so I'm going to press go. All the tracks on straight away. It's Good Time Chic-ish. And then, yeah, I'm going to change it up a little bit and see what you guys think. Good times, these are just good times. You get the song, or Rapper's Delight. Okay, first change. I'm going to play something in E. Keep that beat going. Then change it. Okay, let me take this off and then show you what I've done. At some point as well, I need to make a little rig rundown of what I'm using now. Basically, what you've seen in my other videos, I've taken it all apart, I've started again, and now I'm just down to these pedals. I've got the Boss GP10, the RC600, of course, the brain in the operation, and then I've got 2 control pedals to control 4 different effects. The majority of what I've got on these 4 pedals here, which are called the Skinny Little Twins, which are just momentary pedals. So I've got a mute. So it just muted me there. This one is more for singing. So I think it's a double track. I think it's double tracking my voice. So like a chorus effect basically, but for your voice. There we go. It's just I've got a bit of feedback here, so I've got to be careful. Do 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 do. See the difference there? There we go. Drop that down again. And then the other one is for backing vocals. So if I press this here, it just drops the volume ever so slightly so I can loop vocals and I don't get that spill and it doesn't drown out the main vocal. And then bring that back up. And then the other one is for, it's like a lo-fi. I don't think it is lo-fi. It's something else. I forgot the name of it. But yeah, it's for the outgoing effect. So if I press go and then press this button, you'll hear it. I just thought, and I hope that effect is coming through the USB that's plugged into my camera so you can hear the effect. It might not be, I don't know. I'm not very tech savvy. I feel really clever at the moment because I've actually spent a few days on this, so I'm like, oh yeah, loop pedal genius, yeah baby. So what you probably want me to get to in this video is talking about the beat, what I've done with the beat. What the hell did they do with that beat? They've done this basically. It possibly sounds a little bit messy when I do it like that, but while you're playing something along, it comes through pretty nice, especially through a speaker. So yeah, it's a beat slicer effect, and I've only set that to track 1 of the loop pedal. I'm going to show you how I do that right now. So this is what we're looking at now, and as I said, that beat slicer is set to track 1. So hang on, let me just mute this microphone using this button here. I've got to change the labels on there. That was for a previous setting. So set to track 1. So yeah, and basically what I've done, I only used the loop pedal as a free track. I know you can set it to 6, but for me that's too many. It's too much messing around. I have lots of people waiting to dance and be entertained. I want to just try and get the loops within these free tracks. Anything else and skipping over pages is just too much messing around for me. So I use the track select to adjust the beat to the beat slicer, like so. That's your thing, and you can also use it as a fill. So if you want a little fill in the middle of your beat, so just watch what I do here. get the gist. You're probably just thinking, yeah, can we just get on to how you set it up now? So, this is going to be a learning curve for me, again, because I can never remember. So let's press menu. Let's go along. So we got control function. Oh, that was for something else. Okay, let's go back. Okay, it was in loop, I'm sure it was. Yes, it was. Okay, so let's go back again so I can direct you through this. There's so many good people doing these instructional videos, and I feel so lame right now. I'm trying to be all professional and a loop pedal master and all that stuff. So let's go loop over one page, track, because we want to affect the tracks going out. Then I've gone to effects A, which is going to affect the tracks going out of the loop pedal. And that's it. I said beat slicer, didn't I? It's called beat scatter. And this is where I've set it up to on here. So you can copy those configurations just by turning the first three knobs. Okay, and then all you do is just write them. So right, enter, and then it's all set to that patch. So let's exit out of there. It depends where you want to save them, where you want to kind of like activate that effect. You could activate it here just by assigning that pedal. Let's see if we can remember how to do this. We can do this together. So this happens to me all the time. I'm a good friend, John Paul. He's got an amazing channel and he will navigate through this thing with his eyes closed. And I'm not at that level, but you know, I'm having fun experimenting with it. And every time I want to change something, I'm like, ooh, how do I do that again? So yeah, let's go menu. Let's go across one. I'm thinking it's going to be on assign, and it'll be on. Hang on a second. Hang on. Let's go back. Assign. Yeah, it would be assign. Of course it would be. I think. No, it's not. Okay. Control function. Okay, mode's 1 because it's in mode 1. Okay. Mode 1. And it is pedal. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's number 7. And if you see that, that's set for track effects A. And the way you adjust this is just by turning this knob. So, and that's got all the different functions there on there for every single part of the pedal. So track effects A, effects on off. And yeah, I think that's it. Oh, that was the other thing as well. I think the other thing, I mean, you could set that like that and then go back and change things here and there. But I think the way you do it to only affect. Let's go back there. Ah, there we go. So let's go through that again, just so I can talk you through it. So we're going to go loop. Track. So we want A because that's our beat scatter. Okay, so it's come up with this window. So I want to go back a page, and you notice here I've just turned that to track 1. So if I go down there, you can see all, you can affect all the tracks, but that's not going to sound great with every single instrument going on every single one of these. And then you affect every one of those tracks. So just keep it to track 1 or wherever you put your beat. I think if you've got it set to 1, then always put your beat on 1. And I think that will work best for you. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is get off this, and I'm going to perform another song and give you another demonstration basically of things you can do with that particular effect. Okay, so with this, I'm going to show you how I use it as a fill. And now, provided I've done the right beat, this is going to work, and it'll work really nice. Okay. Little fill.
Now that we found love, what are we gonna do with it? Now that we found love, what are we gonna do with it?
Gotta be quick with your feet, and don't overuse it as well, because you can really be in danger of that. I like that. I think it might sound messy on this song if I leave it on, but we'll experiment with it. It might just be good for a fill, but let's see what it sounds like. Wait till it comes back around again. Yeah, so not good to change things up, but definitely for a fill. I think it's just because of the rhythm that I've recorded it with.
Now that we found love, what are we gonna do with it? Now that we found love, what are we gonna do with it? Now that we found love, what are we gonna do with it? Now
That's all for today, folks. Listen, if you've enjoyed this video, if you got something from it, then please subscribe to my channel, because I love making videos, and I haven't for a while, but that's because of health reasons. That's another video. Last year has been very, very tough. Yeah, heart problems, brain problems, but I'm fighting fit and I'm doing good. And I'm going to be making more of these videos because I get a lot of joy from it. And I hope you do too. So please subscribe to my channel and give this a little thumbs up. Thank you.